So today you're going to be watching something slightly different. You can see behind me that is where we come in the morning and record our videos, and there is a link in the show notes to a very unprofessional video on how we try to create professional videos on YouTube, and that's with regards to the tech over there, so be sure to go ahead and check that out. This video is now about the editing process that we go through, and you'll notice that other than some background music, we don't have any fancy stings at the beginning or at the end. We've done that in the past and it just adds to the time, and we've copied people like Amy Schmittauer, who has gone for a very clear and simple editing process where she puts out really good high value content without having to fill all of the beginning and the end with fancy graphics and all of that good stuff. So be sure to check out her book, Vlog Like a Boss. There is a link in the description for that, because a lot of what we do and are learning and are applying is from that good book. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. Today I want to show you how I edit my videos. So you're aware that we have a process of coming in the morning and recording a video or a batch of videos, and then we've got a very quick process for editing them, and it's kind of unashamedly simple, this process, using very non-professional tools to essentially create a good enough video, because you'll remember my philosophy is good or great is better than perfect. And I say my philosophy, I adopted that philosophy from someone who thinks much better than me. So the first thing I will do is I will obviously copy my file from my DSLR and I will drag that into Audacity. This is where I'm going to improve the quality of the audio. And my first process is going to be to select all, and I'm going to normalize everything. So that's going to bring everything up, because my sound recording is quiet deliberately so as not to pick up too much background noise. So you'll now see everything's a lot wider, larger. If I now select some of the silence, I'm going to select, say, this little bit of silence here. I'm now going to go into noise reduction, and I'm going to grab the noise profile for that little area there. I'm then going to select all. I'm going to go back into noise reduction, and I'm setting my levels here at 16 decibels, a sensitivity of 24, frequency smoothing of 150, and we're using reduce. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press OK. You will need to use what works for you, so you'll probably need to use that preview option and have a test to see what works best for you. What I'm removing is that light background hiss in the background. If you've got louder sounds, etc., then you will need to experiment with the quality of your audio with different settings on the background noise removal to make sure that you can nail the best sound that you possibly can. And I still have not managed to achieve the best sound on video, but again, it's good enough. It's not too echoey, it's not too tinny for people to be able to listen and to be able to consume the content. And I also layer in my standard funk groove music in the background just to add an extra layer or a bit of a cushion to the audio as well. Okay, so this noise reduction is pretty much complete, and then what I will do with this particular microphone is I will then run an equalization. So I'm just running the standard default bass boost in Audacity, so usually a very quick process. Then what I like to do is put a little bit more bass in as well. Because of the room, I'm doing bass 6 and then 0, 0. So I'll put a bit more bass in. That's going to, I think, maybe put the odd little red line on my audio. Yep, there you go. There's at least one. And then what I do is I just do a final normalize just to bring that back under here, so that we've got none of our audio kind of hitting the line here. There's nothing too loud. I'm then going to export this as an MP3. So now that I have an MP3 version, that's the audio, and I've got the original MOV, I can get to work editing. So you can see here I'm just using a previous video that I can simply go in here and remove the video and place this new video in. I can then remove this audio, and what I like to do is to detach this audio and then delete it, and then drag in my new audio. And you'll remember in Audacity I did no clipping whatsoever, because I want to make sure that the audio and everything else sync up correctly. What I'll then do is I will find my most handsome pose just before I start to speak, and then I will start to split the clips accordingly. So I'm going to right click, hit split clip, and then I will split this one as well. And I'm going to leave this audio down here because that's going to be fine. If I then delete this middle one, that's going to move everything along for me. I can then drag this beautiful background to the end, and then if I just wait to see me say subscribe, there you go, and then again I can do all of the split clips, and the final one, delete the middle one. So this was all done in one run. There were essentially no mistakes that I actually cared to edit out. You know, there was a little fumble, but again, good is better than perfect. I'm now going to copy this first track here, paste it in again, and then paste it in again, because I like to leave a little bit of audio near the end so that we can put some cards over the top, maybe some next videos, and then I fade the music out just with that little process there. So the last couple of things then I'm going to do to the video is, am I happy that I'm relatively central? Pretty much am, but let's now just do the cutaway. So I'm in this tool here and I'm using the blue screen. So am I happy with that? I think I am. It's going to bug me, I think, that there is a little bit more space on this side. So what I do like to do is just come down here and just do a little bit of a crop, bring it down. So if we have a look now, let's take a look and go here, then it's nearly the same. It's good enough for me, and I can see my video is working well. Now what I'll also do is I will then play back, and I can't do that on this video, but I'll also then play back and make sure in my headphones that the audio sounds good. Is this loud enough versus this music here? So this music is usually set to about 3%. I usually find that around 120-ish with very minimal kind of red tips along here is good on the audio. And what I'll tend to do as well is I'll go into this setting and I'll change this to loudness, which is just going to amplify the loudness. What I'll do then is after that I will again run a test, watch this video, make sure I'm happy, and make sure that at some random points the audio still syncs with my mouth, obviously because we used the separate audio file and we want to make sure all of that works well. And then if I'm happy with the video, I will simply go to share file, and then I'll start to fill in the next video title. So in this case it's the CMA philosophy, which I can't remember how to spell, and then I'll press next and export the video. All right, so that is a very quick, dirty way that I create our YouTube videos at the moment with iMovie, which comes free with most Macs. If you're on Windows, I humbly apologize. I'm pretty sure that you can do all of this on Windows, probably using the Windows Movie Maker if that still exists, because I haven't actually used Windows for a very long time. All right, thanks for watching. You are all awesome. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, maybe keep that a secret. And please don't forget to subscribe.